If you're over 60, there's a kind of fat quietly poisoning you from within, visceral fat. Researchers at Harvard Medical School discovered that this deep, hidden fat, the one wrapped around your vital organs, releases over 400 toxic chemicals into your bloodstream every single day. It's not just the fat that makes your belly look bigger. It's the kind that silently attacks your heart, your liver, and your life itself. But here's what shocks scientists the most. In a large study, adults between 60 and 75 who followed a specific biological protocol reduced their visceral fat by up to 73% in just 30 days, without extreme dieting or heavy exercise. How? By following 5 simple, science-backed strategies that awaken your body's natural ability to heal and burn fat even after 60. This is not another miracle weight loss story. This is real science, showing that your aging body still holds incredible power if you know how to activate it. 1. Protein timing, the metabolic clock that controls fat and muscle. After 60, your relationship with protein changes completely. Most people eat the way they always have, without realizing that missing protein at the right time slows down muscle repair and metabolism, and that's when visceral fat starts to build up. According to the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, adults over 60 need 25 to 30 grams of protein per meal to trigger muscle protein synthesis, the process that builds and maintains lean muscle. Each pound of muscle burns around 50 calories per day, while fat tissue burns only 2. That means when you lose muscle, your metabolism collapses and fat accumulates rapidly. A 6-month study on 387 older adults found that those who hit 25-30 grams of protein at every meal lost 23% more visceral fat, while others who ate the same total protein but unevenly across the day barely changed. The key isn't just eating more, it's eating protein at the right time, especially in the morning. After a night of fasting, your body wakes up with high cortisol levels, which trigger fat storage unless you counter it with protein. So start your day with eggs, Greek yogurt, or a protein smoothie within 1 hour of waking. For lunch and dinner, focus on fish, chicken, lean beef, or plant proteins like lentils and beans. Plan your meals around protein first, then add vegetables and healthy carbs. When you do this, your body maintains a steady metabolic rhythm, burning fat continuously even when you're resting. 2. Temperature and brown fat, the hidden furnace inside you. Few people know this. Your body holds 2 kinds of fat: white fat, which stores energy, this is the dangerous visceral fat, and brown fat, which burns energy to create heat. A groundbreaking study at MRI University found that older adults who exposed themselves to mild cold, just 66 F19C for 2 hours a day, increased their brown fat activity by 45% and reduced visceral fat by 19% in only 4 weeks. No ice baths, no discomfort. Just lower your home thermostat to 19°C for 2 hours in the evening. Wear light clothing. This mild cold exposure forces brown fat to burn white fat, targeting visceral fat first, because it's more metabolically active. And it gets better, ending your hot shower with 30 seconds of cool water. Extended brown fat activation for up to 4 hours. Those who combine both evening cool exposure and cold shower finishes lost 31% more visceral fat than those who did only one. Evening is the best time for this, between 6 and 8 p.m., when your body temperature naturally drops. This synchronizes with your circadian rhythm, enhancing fat burning as you sleep. You can also drink a glass of cold water every 2 hours, forcing your body to burn in extra calories, warming it back to normal. Japanese researchers found that this simple habit burns around 100 extra calories daily. 3. Eating windows, the biological clock of fat burning. For decades, people believed that eating less was the key to fat loss. But new science reveals something even more powerful. When you eat matters more than what you eat. A study from the Salk Institute discovered that older adults who restricted their eating to an 8-10 hour window each day lost 47% more visceral fat, even when total calories stayed the same. This approach, called time-restricted feeding, works with your body's natural rhythms. Eat between 900 mem and 700 p.m. Fast completely for the remaining 14 hours. During this nightly rest, your body shifts from burning sugar to burning fat, and visceral fat becomes its favorite fuel. Dr. Sachin Panda, who led the research, found that this pattern triggers autophagy, your body's natural, self-cleaning process that removes damaged fat cells around your organs. You don't need to count calories or skip meals. Just compress your eating hours gradually. Start with a 12-hour window. Each week, shorten it by 30 minutes until you reach 10 hours. Finish dinner at least 3 hours before bed. This allows your body to release growth hormone, which peaks during deep sleep and mobilizes visceral fat for energy. Participants in the study saw a 34% increase in growth hormone and a noticeable reduction in waist size within weeks. During fasting hours, black coffee, tea, or water are fine, and they even enhance metabolism slightly. 4. Soluble fiber and gut health, the second brain that controls fat storage. Scientists at Wake Forest Baptist Medical Center made a discovery that changed how we think about fat loss after 60. They found that every 10 grams of soluble fiber per day led to a 3.7% reduction in visceral fat each year, and when combined with prebiotics, that number jumped to 8.4% in just 3 months. This isn't about random vegetables. It's about specific fibers that create a metabolic environment in your gut that literally forces your body to burn visceral fat. Here's how it works. Soluble fiber turns into a gel-like substance in your intestines, slowing sugar absorption and preventing insulin spikes, which cause fat storage. It also feeds beneficial bacteria, which produce short-chain fatty acids like butyrate, powerful compounds that signal your body to burn fat instead of storing it. The best sources might surprise you. Konjac root glucomannan just 3 grams before meals, reduced visceral fat by 12% in 8 weeks. Ground flaxseed, 2 tablespoons a day, reduced visceral fat by 9%. Beans, oats, garlic, onions, Jerusalem artichokes, strong natural prebiotics. Timing matters. Morning, add a tablespoon of flaxseed to your protein shake. Lunch, take glucomannan 30 minutes before eating. Dinner, include a cup of cooked beans or lentils. This creates 3 daily waves of visceral fat-burning signals through your gut microbiome. Participants who follow this pattern had 51% less visceral fat and stronger immune systems because your gut, often called the second brain, controls both metabolism and inflammation. 5. Breathing and the vagus nerve, the natural switch that melts fat. And now the most powerful method of all, breathing. It might sound unbelievable, but scientists at the University of Copenhagen found that a specific breathing technique reduced visceral fat by 42% in adults, age 60-79, without diet changes or workouts. The secret lies in activating the vagus nerve, the body's main calming circuit that connects your brain to your organs. Here's how it works. Breathe in through your nose for 4 counts. Hold your breath for 7 counts. Exhale slowly through your mouth for 8 counts. Repeat for 15 minutes, twice a day. Place one hand on your chest and one on your belly, and make sure only your belly rises as you breathe. This deep, diaphragmatic breathing stimulates the vagus nerve, which triggers the release of acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter that tells fat cells, especially visceral ones, to release stored energy. Timing is crucial. Morning session, do it right after waking to lower cortisol, your main fat-storing hormone. Afternoon session, 3-5 p. Omi ichidarium. Stops the second cortisol spike that usually drives evening fat gain. After 2 weeks, most participants reported feeling calmer, sleeping better, and noticing that their midsection felt lighter and softer. The results were astonishing. Cortisol reduced by 37%, insulin sensitivity improved by 23%, inflammatory markers dropped by 31%. Those who practiced all 5 methods together lost an average of 4.2 inches from their waist in just 30 days, with scans confirming that the loss came primarily from visceral fat, not surface fat. This breathing technique became the cornerstone because it targets stress, the hidden driver of fat accumulation that diet and exercise alone cannot fix. When you combine these 5 methods, protein timing, mild cold exposure, time-restricted eating, soluble fiber and prebiotics, vagus nerve breathing, you're not just losing fat, you're reprogramming your metabolism. Across all studies, participants over 60 experienced 37% lower cortisol, 14% higher resting metabolism, 51% more fat-burning gut bacteria, 34% more growth hormone, and 7 extra years of life expectancy. Final message. Aging doesn't mean decline. It means adaptation. Your body is not resisting change. It's waiting for the right signal. Start small. Eat your morning protein. Lower the room temperature a little in the evening. Keep your eating hours consistent. Add 1 spoon of flaxseed to your smoothie. And take 15 minutes twice a day to breathe deeply. In just 30 days, you'll feel lighter, calmer, stronger, and your waistline will start to reflect the healing happening within. Aging isn't about losing youth, it's about rediscovering power. Your body can still heal, still transform, and still thrive when you finally learn how to speak its language. And these 5 simple steps are that language, the science of renewal after 60.